It's only quiet when I don't want to say something. It's only quiet until our machines come tearing back through here. You know what the problem is in America? One of them. Busyness. Everybody's so damn busy. Even on lockdown, everybody is so damn busy running away from their shadows and running away from themselves and trying not to think about anything, that you're missing the whole point of what you have to learn here in this. You see, you're getting a taste of what parts of my life have had to be like. You run on a habit trail that's electrified, that continuously is being sped up. It is blinding you to what you have with fear. It is blinding you to what you don't realize is right in front of you with worry. You see, that right there is what's killing this country. Your fear. Fear diminishes your ability to sit in one place and observe. It diminishes your ability to listen. It diminishes your ability to comprehend. It's like the cube closes in on you. You're so busy trying to live life that you're actually losing it. You're so busy trying to live life that you're actually missing it, the whole point of it. You're so busy trying to make a living, trying to survive, that it's killing you and blinding you to the very things that are stealing all of it from you. Watch them loading magazines, running headlong to the fray. I can smell the blood spilled upon the ground. Can you hear the shouting in the lost and found? Everything about our society is busy. How much in your lives do you think you've missed already because of busyness and fear and conceding to the expectations of others, assuming, right, it's the right thing to do? How many days, how many stories, how many real memories that matter great friendships, opportunities to see things a different way and grow have you missed because you're busy? Did you ever stop to think that busyness is a tactic of war, the very war being waged against you, to keep you from seeing the world as it actually is, and to steal what's most important from you? You know, I watch the cars and trucks go by. I wonder what the people are like in them, what they're thinking, where they're going, and why. When I was a kid, I'd stand out here and watch the same thing. People would wave. They'd even stop and pull in and have a conversation. They'd honk their horn. They'd say hello. It seems we're all too busy to do that now, even when everything is damn near a stop. Why do you think that is? You know, when 9/11 happened, my phone burned up with people calling me. Wanted to know how I was doing, how my family was doing. Wanted to ask questions, just wanting to talk. It brought us together for a moment. And here we are, 15 years later or so? 19? I can't even remember. Since it's 2020. So 18 years later, give or take. And the whole world came to a stop. Almost completely. But the inertia of what you've been living in kept most people busy. What do you think God's trying to tell you? He is sovereign over all things. Nothing happens without Him allowing it. He works it all together for your good. Even the evil stuff that, the powers and principalities and people being used as proxies do. There's something to be learned all the time in every circumstance. So what do you think shutting down the world is saying? What is there to be learned in this? I would say quite a lot. I would say that since this has never happened in human history before, the fact that it's happening now should be an indicator to you to take note of something bigger than just potential conspiracies and the effects on your paychecks. There is a bigger thing going on here, and there is a bigger lesson to be learned here in it. Don't get me wrong, I know that those things are important. But what if they're not as important as the lesson that you need to learn right now is in the midst of it? And if there is a lesson to be learned, what do you think it might be? What do you think the lesson is for you personally? Your friends, your family members, your children? Where you live? Your neighbors? And what about your country? Is there maybe a lesson there? What about the world at large? Because it is a global event. What do you think you could learn from this? Because years from now, you're going to be asked that question. That's how big what's happening is.
She looks for the end of time, lost down a broken life, and she doesn't want love. She wants to turn away all your shoulders. Never ever take your eyes off love. Never give up.
What will future generations say when they look back at how we're dealing with this stuff that's going on right now? Because this is bigger than flattening the curve. This is bigger than just the virus. In fact, the greater contagion, the greater pathogen, the greater virus is fear. I can tell you one thing. When we get past this, and whatever world's going to be in its place when we do, you're going to find that it was fear that contributed to the deaths of so many people, whether they had the virus or not, in greater numbers than the virus actually killed. It's fear and paralyzation that it brings that prevented PPE from getting to hospitals. It's created overreactions in your leaders. It's driving people to madness. It's fear that has stolen so much money out of your economy, out of your paychecks, stolen the memories from your children, from yourselves. Yep, we can't wait to do it all over again, huh? All these trucks you hear going by, you know what their job is? To supply you with your necessary items that you fear not being able to get. But do you ever fear what happens to the people that are having to deliver it? Do you ever think about them? You know why you're elite class, your 1%, your 5%, however percentage-wise you want to break it down, are what they are? You. And they're in much more fear than even you. You know why you can't tell that to be the case, though? Because you keep accepting them projecting their fears on you. Like I said, fear is a thief. You know, a lot of the companies, the CEOs, the C-suites, are sitting around in fear of what's going to happen. How is their company going to survive? How's it going to affect their reputations? How's it going to affect their bottom lines? And some of them, their fear has driven them to the point of, well, we'll just automate everything. That way we don't have to worry about it. That means that their fear is throwing you out the door because of market expectations and fear of a global economic collapse. But their fear has blinded them to the fact that if they do what they, many of them at least, are wanting to do in replacing you, they will not have anybody to buy the goods and services that their automated systems will be able to deliver. Yet they're going to continue making money until that reality hits. Do you want to go back to the new normal? Or do you want to go back to the normal the way it was? Because that was the trajectory then. And the new normal, if we allow it to happen, and we don't work together to build a better society, will be a dystopian society where you're obsolete. And because of their systems, that means that they're going to have to find a way to placate you, because they're not going to hire you, and they're not going to give up their money and their control and their power or their pride. Do you see how their fear projected onto you is actually working to their benefit, not yours? Whether that's their intent or not. Now, you've heard the term market forces. What kind of market forces are those? I would say that those forces are hostile forces. Because a hostile force dominates with fear. It operates in a cloaked, punitive measure. And it gets everybody else to change the social contract to suit it, not them. So once again, I ask you, how is your busyness and fear serving your best interests and the interests of your friends, family, neighbors, fellow citizens, your nation? It's not. But the machine keeps running because you allow it. Why do you think it is I keep asking you to think beyond the fear? To stop, contemplate what the future could be like in a good way, beyond what's offered to you right now, in fear. I refuse to live in the world that fear and terror and denial, and a denial of truth in particular, is creating. I refuse to be complicit and complacent with it. I refuse to bend a knee to that lie. My hope is you'll join me in that. And we'll forge something much better and cast their chains of fear aside. Because what they fear most is you waking up and realizing who you are and what you are capable of. And seeing through them.
I know it's hard to leave.
Have a good night.
When it shines. Baby, I know it hurts. It feels like everything has broken down. It's breaking down. Don't give up inside. Oh no. Don't give up on life. It will return to you. Don't let it break you down inside. Don't give up on love.